welcome to Crunch Time on fitv. I am Nelly Ugabi. Now the news headlines. Buhari order leaders to attend US Africa Leaders Summit. Dina Boluarte becomes Peru's first female president. Iran carries out first execution for anti-government protests. Putin says Ukraine war is going to take a while, says nuclear risk is increasing. Now the news in detail. The President of the United States of America, Joe Biden, has invited 49 African heads of state and the African Union Secretary General to a 3-day US Africa Leaders Summit. The information, which was contained in a press release provided to newsmen, said the summit is set for 13th to 15th December 2022 and will take place in Washington, D.C., the US capital. According to the statement, the US president thinks the partnership between the United States and African leaders, as well as civil society, business, the diaspora, women, and young leaders, is critical to solving common concerns. The purpose of this historic summit is to establish and strengthen critical political, economic, and strategic relationships, as well as people-to-people interaction across Africa, based on common interests and shared priorities in Africa. Dina Boluarte became Peru's first female president on Wednesday, closing off a historic day that saw her predecessor imprisoned for alleged insurrection and ousted by legislators. Boluarte, the country's previous vice president, was sworn in as Peru's sixth president in less than 5 years. The event took place just hours after a majority of 101 members of the 130-member Parliamentary Assembly decided to impeach the previous leader, Pedro Castillo. The dramatic day began when former President Castillo declared plans to disband Congress and form an emergency administration ahead of an impending impeachment vote by lawmakers, which Peru's ombudsman described as an attempted coup d'etat. The decision resulted in a series of cabinet resignations, furious reactions from senior officials, and criticism from regional neighbors, but it largely failed to stop his impeachment in Congress. Iran has announced the first execution of a protester convicted in connection with the current anti-government demonstrations. Mohsen Shekari was killed by hanging on Thursday morning after being found guilty of enmity against God by a revolutionary court. On September 25, he was accused of being a rioter who barricaded a major route in Tehran and injured a member of the paramilitary Basij force with a knife. According to activists, he was convicted after a show trial without due process. Meanwhile, Mahmoud Amiri Moghadam, head of the Norway-based Iran Human Rights Organization, opined that killings of protesters would begin on a regular basis unless Iranian authorities suffer rapid practical consequences internationally. Russian President Vladimir Putin admitted on Wednesday that the conflict between Ukraine and Russia will take a while, but he also warned of the increasing prospects of nuclear war. Speaking at a meeting of Russia's Human Rights Council at the Kremlin, Putin said Moscow will fight using all possible measures at their disposal in what he claims is a special military operation, but he also said there was no imminent need to mobilize more soldiers. The Russian leader stated that the US has a huge number of nuclear weapons on European soil, but Russia has not relocated his nuclear weapons to other countries and has no plans to do so, but will defend its allies with all the tools at its disposal if necessary. United Kingdom-based African Leadership magazine has named the Director General of the World Trade Organization, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, as African Female Leader of the Year, polling over 60% of the over 15,000 votes in the category. According to ALM, the category is one of the 11th African Leadership Individuals of the Year Award 2022. In addition, Sierra Leone's President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, was named African of the Year, while Zambia's President, Hakainde Hichilema, was named Political Leader of the Year. The trio was named the 11th African Leadership Magazine Persons of the Year for 2022. The African Leadership Person of the Year honors are determined by popular vote and presented yearly to outstanding African leaders who have made significant contributions. We'll take a break now. When we return, entertainment is up next with Celine Dion battling incurable disease. Please stay tuned.
For premium comfort, serenity, top-notch service delivery, and a warmth that is reminiscent of home, welcome to Galpin Suites, luxury hotels in Victoria Island and Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria. Our offers are standard rooms, deluxe rooms, super deluxe rooms, diplomatic suites, restaurant, and bar. Experience the true meaning of comfort and relaxation. Bask in the comfort of an environment that exudes peace and enjoy the best dining experience with our variety of multinational cuisines. For bookings and inquiries, call 081 531 99402 or 090 386 18782. Mail us at galpinsuites@gmail.com and visit the website on www.galpinsuites.com on www.galpinsuites.net. Also follow us on our Instagram page at Galpin Suites and on Facebook at Galpin Suites. Our Ikeja address is number 1 Jafak Close off Alaji Jumo Street, Akko Bus Stop, Adeniyi Jones, Ikeja. And our Victoria Island address is number 55C Adebisi Omotola Close off Sam Adedoyin Street, Victoria Island, Lagos. For awesome reception, ventilated environment, sophisticated interior, and exquisite bar experiences, Galpin Suites is your sure bet. Galpin Suites, premium comfort.
You're welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're watching Crunch Time on FITV. Celine Dion, a veteran Canadian singer, has spoken up about her struggle with stiff person syndrome, a neurological disorder that causes muscles to stiffen involuntarily. The news was made public in a video posted on her social media page on Thursday, where she also revealed that her 2023 summer concert had been moved to 2024. She mentioned that the uncommon condition, which affects 1 in a million individuals, had caused her spasms. The 54-year-old apologized to her fans for any disappointment the announcement may cause. Nigerian music sensation David Adeleke, better known as Davido, is expected to perform at the 2022 World Cup closing ceremony in Qatar. Stephen Hung, a Chinese businessman, announced this on his social media account on Thursday, hinting that Davido has confirmed he will be performing in Qatar. 28-year-old Chelsea player Raheem Sterling flew back to England on Sunday after his family home in Surrey was broken into. Sterling's spokesperson stated that he left the England camp to prioritize the well-being of his 3 young children. Recall that Sterling missed England's 3-0 victory over Senegal in the last round of 16 fixtures. Bet is expected to rejoin the squad in Al Wakra on Friday, December 9. Sterling, who has 81 international caps, scored for England in their 6-2 win against Iran in their opener at the World Cup. And that's the news this hour. Please remember to like and share this video. For more updates, follow all our social media accounts on Facebook at FITV_net, on Instagram at FITV. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel at FITV. Thank you for watching. I am Nelly Ugabi.